What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital. Now, it's not a fantasy Premier League review show.
And it's not a Premier League review show.
No, we just got some news in the last 24 hours that Manchester United have
Appointed a caretaker.
But also have sacked Jose Mourinho. So we thought we'll give you our reaction and our thoughts on what's happening at Manchester United. First, we'll read out. You guys probably already know everything that's going on with Jose Mourinho, Manchester United, but we'll start off by reading out the statement that Manchester United posted yesterday.
So the club wrote, the club would like to thank Jose for his work during his time at Manchester United and to wish him success in the future. A new caretaker manager will be appointed until the end of the current season, while the club conducts a thorough recruitment process for a new full-time manager. And this was on the 18th.
Yeah, so that was yesterday for us, and not long now today, in the last couple of minutes, we've heard that they have appointed the baby-faced assassin.
And Solskjaer has won it.
Now he's come in for the rest of the season. But before we speak about Solskjaer coming in, what was your first thoughts on Jose Mourinho being sacked? I know if you haven't seen our review show, we had a little bit of a rant about Jose Mourinho and how our season was to this point after that loss to Liverpool. So make sure you go check that out. But
yeah.
So you already kind of know our views about Mourinho this season, but what was your first thoughts of when you did read that he got sacked?
Look, to be fair, and I know since last season I've been talking about Mourinho. I wanted him gone since last season. It's still sad to see him go. Of course, it's not good for having another. Since Ferguson's reign, we've never had three managers that have been sacked. It's not a good thing. So I was quite disappointed and upset, but I knew it was coming. So I was pleased at the same time because, look, man, this is now going to be a test to see if the players have any other excuses, yeah? Or to see if if it's a player or the board or the owners, because everyone's blaming Mourinho, yeah? Mourinho's gone now.
So there's no excuses now for
the
players.
There's no excuses now. So let's see if the players play, because everyone's like, oh, he lost the respect of the players.
They're not playing for him.
They're not playing for him.
Let's see.
He's lost in the change rooms once you lose him. So look, my initial thing was, I was quite pleased because I wanted him gone. He's a brilliant manager and he's proved it in the past. He's won everything there is to win. But he just wasn't for our time and wasn't for this time of football.
Yeah, look, I'm kind of on the same lines as you. Like my thoughts. I didn't think he was going to get sacked this year because.
No, I wanted him gone before the January transfer window.
Well, we said it. They can't give him that
another window is just too much.
It is sad. It is sad because you don't want to be that. You don't want to be that club that sells managers.
I don't like
gets rid of it like a club like Chelsea that. Every second year or every year they get rid of a manager and then bring someone else in. For them, fortunately it's worked out. The managers come in and end up winning it. But look, when Mourinho came in, he said that it's going to take him 3 seasons to win a trophy or win the league, and we're far from it. Yeah,
19 points behind Liverpool at first. 19 points. This is the worst start that Man United have had in the Premier League, look, I think in the last 40 years or so, 30 years.
You're probably right there, but we also got to give him a little bit of credit because we've also had the best season last year since Sir Alex Ferguson. We beat every team in the Premier League. We beat everyone in the top 6, the best teams.
He's won us the Europa.
He did win us the Europa League. We did finish second. If City don't have an amazing season like they did, you're looking at a neck-and-neck race to win the league. So you do got to give him a little bit of credit for that. But look, even my thoughts, even me, I think it was time that something was to change.
I was just sick of watching the football week in, week out, man.
It's not just the football. We've seen him from pre-season in America complaining about how the pre-season was structured. He wasn't happy. It was negative from the start.
He started finding excuses.
From before the even season started.
Get-go, yeah.
And then going into the season, he's didn't get the players that he wanted. Now, do we got to look at the board? Does the board I would have been more happy if the board left. I would have had a bigger smile on my face if the board left and said, or the owners sold the club to someone else, or even if they brought a director of football in, which I think has to happen now, because Ed Woodward and the Glazers can't be making footballing decisions at our club. They have no idea on what football is, in my opinion. If you bring in someone like a Laurent Blanc that they spoke about could come in as a as a director of football, to bring in a director of football in. You could have someone like that, maybe even someone like Ferguson, to be in the back rooms, just doing all that football side of things. I think we do need one ASAP to make the footballing decisions, because at the end of the day, it's if the manager wants a player,
Give it to Cantona.
If a manager wants a player, the football director will be like, yeah, let's analyze this player. Yeah, he's the correct player for the job. You're not going to get these big money marketing signings like the Glazers want and like Ed Woodward wants. They only want players that want to sell the shirt.
Yeah, like, rubbish. I'm over it, man.
Look, of course we all wanted Ibrahimovic to come to United. It's Ibrahimovic.
Who doesn't want him?
But that's a signing that's to
sell jerseys.
To sell jerseys.
Pogba, same thing.
Same thing with Pogba, but even though Pogba is still a quality player, he's still a young player.
When he plays, he plays. Yeah, he's amazing.
The money was there thrown just because they knew they were going to sell jerseys, even to the extent of even Sanchez, bringing someone like Sanchez in. Did we need Sanchez? At the time, probably we didn't, because Martial was playing well at the time. So I think, in my opinion, a director of football is needed at Manchester United. But look, yeah, it is a bit upsetting because I don't want to be that club, like I said. But like you said as well, the players have no excuses now.
Yeah.
Have absolutely no excuses now. We got to see now. Solskjaer has been appointed. What do you think he's going to bring in, or what do you think now? Like, obviously the title chances are gone. Top 4, personally, I think it could be gone as well. What are your thoughts on Solskjaer coming in, and what do you think he's going to give to the club? What do you think? What can he do? Because at the moment, like I said, the league's gone. Forget the league. Maybe an FA Cup. FA Cup is still on the cards. Champions League, I doubt it. Do you think he should start feeding in some bleeding in some of the youngsters in?
The youth, yeah.
The youth in. What are your
look?
Thoughts?
Now, if you were to look at United's squad as an overall squad, I think we're one of the strongest teams in the Premier League, if not one behind Man City.
Yeah.
You look at players against Liverpool that didn't get a chance to play, or that came on in the end. You had Mata, who didn't play. You had Martial, who barely played. You have Sanchez, who's been missing, injured. I don't know what's going on. Pogba, who sat in the rain during that game. Absolute class players that didn't play.
Yeah.
You look at our overall squad. Add Lukaku. Yeah, he's been a bit off, and everyone's talking about his touch. But let's be honest, Lukaku at Everton, everyone's talking money, brilliant stuff about.
Yeah.
Brilliant forward, and I'm still all for
apparently,
Lukaku.
I don't know if it's how true it is. I just read that Chelsea's manager Sarri has told the Chelsea board to buy him for 100 million.
But Lukaku.
So I don't know. I'm not sure how true that is. But if that's true,
but
then
you look at everyone. You look at everyone.
The quality that he has up front. You know, if you give him the right service.
I still want him with Rashford and with all the players we have the best keeper in the world. We've got a squad for days. Now, one thing that Solskjaer will bring to the table is I think the players will show a lot more respect for someone like Solskjaer. Someone that's won everything there is to win for the club. Someone that's, as you can see, Solskjaer's won it. The memories back in '99, what he did for the club, the treble. He was a part of history. He's done it. Yeah. So, someone that played for the badge, which was a massive thing. Yeah. Always started on the bench. He was a super sub. Everyone knew that. He was happy to be that player. So, someone that played under Ferguson, who's now going to sit alongside someone like Carrick, who also played under Ferguson and succeeded many seasons. I think Solskjaer is good to have as a caretaker for now. What I want to see, is I want to see... what would have been interesting is someone that's a bit rough, someone like a Roy Keane. I know Roy Keane's a shaky one. I don't know about Roy Keane, but someone that will give a bit of, Ferguson kind of had that in the change room. If it wasn't his way, you're out. You see what they've Beckham in the past. Yeah. But look, overall, if I had to sum it up, I'm happy to have Solskjaer there as a caretaker.
Yeah. Look,
respect for the club, the players, the fans. I think if there's no one in the whole club that will disrespect Solskjaer. Yeah. The same way the fans lost respect for Mourinho.
Yeah. Look, for me, I think all I'm wanting to see is just a better vibe around the club, because not just on the field but off the field, you can see with the fans how toxic it is from the start of the season. It's almost similar to how Arsenal were last year
with Wenger.
With Wenger, and how people wanted him in and out, and the fans are going against each other. We kind of are in the same scenario as them, but if he can just bring back that vibe, that the players, if he gets the players to play for that badge, if we went to Liverpool and showed fight and showed hunger like we wanted to win and still lost 3-1,
I would have been okay with it.
We'll still be upset, but we're like, they gave it a go. But the last couple of games, or even last season, a few games were against City, the game that I was at, no heart. Again, Lingard and Rashford were the only two players that day they showed heart. Against Liverpool this last week,
Lingard and Rashford.
Same players.
Because they came from the youth.
They know Manchester United.
They know the United way. They came from the youth.
So
and this is what Solskjaer is, and this is what Carrick is, and this is what. And
it's that mentality.
Back on your point, I do want youth to come through the system, and I hope he does bring him up.
He needs to. Look, the season's done.
You watch the reserves player and all the under 21s. But they beat. I watched highlights of the game last week. They beat Chelsea 4-3. Now,
and Chelsea were on a 22-game unbeaten.
Exactly,
something like that.
Now the way they play football is they all love it and they're hungry. They play with passion, with joy. That's the players I want to see. I don't want players to feel like it's
a chore.
Yeah, like you need to be out there. You don't need to be out there. You don't want to be out there. There's clubs that will pay W price. Go.
That's it.
Go.
Look, I just want a good vibe. I just want the stadiums to be rocking. I want people, fans. Look. Obviously, we live in Australia. We don't get that luxury to go week in, week out. But people that live there, they stop going to the games. You know, it's disappointing to hear that fans don't even bother now going to the games.
It's sad. It's a sad.
So if you can bring back that vibe where the stadium's rocking again, we see maybe a progression in the football. You think with Solskjaer being an attacker that he's gonna start getting that attacking football out with Carrick there as well. Look. I don't know. I don't know if he's the best appointment, but to me the season's done, so it doesn't really matter who you bring in. He's only for 6 months.
We could still make top 4, but
look, I think the players shouldn't even be thinking about top 4. I think they should just go out there and play.
Take game by game,
just like Arsenal have this season. Game by game, they lost 2 games back to back against Chelsea and City at the start. Then they went on that unbeaten run.
And they lost Southampton, but big whoop.
Yeah, the unbeaten run till last week, but you can see progress. Yeah, I don't mind if we don't make Champions League, but there is progress, and hopefully by that time that the board decide what manager they're going to bring in, and this decision I reckon should be made maybe in February, March. They know what manager's going to come in, or even if they're talking with him now in January, if they start bleeding in some of his players.
Yeah.
That he already wants. We've seen Man City do it with Guardiola when Mancini was there, and was it Mancini who was after Pellegrini, that they were buying players like the De Bruyne's what Guardiola wanted, because they had a plan ahead, because they knew they were going to bring in a manager like that. So
how do you reckon Solskjaer is going to influence the January transfer window? What experiences he has? Like we saw him at Cardiff.
Look, for me,
I think at Cardiff he won like 8 or 9 games out of 30.
I don't think
in the Norwegian league he did brilliant. He won the league.
Yeah, twice.
That's a different.
So look, I don't think.
What kind of players is Solskjaer going to look for in the window? Is he going to sign anyone?
That's what I think. I don't think the board will give him money, or I don't think they'll risk it to give him money to buy players that if the next manager comes in, that he's going to get rid of. Unless they know what the next manager wants. If they're in talks, for example, if they're in talks with someone like Pochettino, maybe if they speak to him and go, yeah, I want this player, that player, maybe they can get him in for when he comes, whether it might be Zidane or whoever it might be that comes in, that they get these players in. So I'm not too sure if they're going to give him any money. Because it is a big thing now. Mourinho is gone. That's a $40 million payout.
And we do know that January transfer when the players are doubled in price.
They are too. And a lot of teams, like, who's going to want to come like to United in the form we're at now in the league position? If we've got PSG in the Champions League, it doesn't look like we're going to go far in that. So a lot of players won't sign because they don't know who the next manager would be. Like we've seen with Arsenal, with Ozil and all them players not signing.
But I think it's kind of an exciting time to want to be at United.
Yeah,
as down as they are,
like a lot of players.
Now you think 3 managers after Ferguson. One of them was Mourinho.
Yeah, but
who in history will be known as one of the best managers to ever manage.
But
he's done stuff like won it for Porto or Champions League. But I know what you're saying. It's an exciting time still because now the next manager has to be someone.
Has to be spot on. They have to get it right.
They have to get it right.
And like you don't want to sign a player, or the player wouldn't want to sign. Let's say, for example, I don't know, just hypothetically, we get someone in, we get someone in like Ozil, but then we sign, Arsene Wenger comes in. It's not going to happen, I'm just saying. So, but Ozil doesn't know that Wenger's going to sign, they don't like each other.
I think it'll be someone, A, who hasn't played in the Premier League, if they sign someone. I think B, someone that's probably not even well known. We've been linked to that Napoli player, I'm not...
Koulibaly, yeah.
Koulibaly, the defender, he's brilliant.
That's what I mean. Does the next manager want him? Is he going to fit his system?
They'll sign someone that any manager will want. It has to be that kind of
someone
player.
that's over.
Koulibaly
right.
is someone that any manager
Yeah.
would want. He's a defender that's been proven.
But
yeah, he's
it's interesting. It is exciting. It's kind of.
It's a good time to join United
It's
now.
kind of sad that he's left and the way he's left. Obviously,
I'm excited. I'm excited for what's coming
to
in.
succeed, but
I can't wait to see Solskjaer on the sideline, man.
But now, like you said, let's go. I'm just going to touch on a bit of on the players' side of things that they do now need to step it up. Because if they carry on the way they're playing, and they're still not getting the results, the football's still not there.
That's what you got to refresh.
They don't show up. Players like Pogba not showing up.
7 players gone.
Then obviously it was a mixture between the players as well. It wasn't just the manager. Before we touch on, with this tweet with poor Pogba, just to clarify and clear it up, what has happened. Everyone has been giving him stick. A lot of United fans have been on his social media telling him where to go, using language that we can't even repeat on the channel. Some of the things. Before I carry on, what happened was Mourinho got sacked about 9:45, and a post on Pogba's Twitter that had the caption was
caption this, and he hashtag MEFC Man United Adidas Football here to create. If we don't know, if you guys don't know, the day before he was in Paris with Dybala. They were doing some Adidas campaign that they were shooting. And it was a sponsored tweet. It was a sponsored post by Adidas Football. That it was a scheduled post. So this is a post that's been automated before even Mourinho got sacked
to be up at 10:30. Now, as soon as that went up, about 15 or so minutes later, it was taken down. But everyone's seen it. Everyone screenshotted it. Everyone's captured it. And now, Gary Neville has come out and has said...
So on social media, Gary Neville said, caption this, you do one as well.
Yeah, so he's jumped the gun.
He's kind of said, you go as well, Mourinho.
He's jumped the gun. And
now, I won't lie to Gary Neville's a legend, yeah? Class of 92, everything. I didn't like it. Gary Neville needs to think... He needs to be someone that leads by example, an ex-player. Someone that's obviously watched and respected. Him and Carragher are known for their show. He's got to be someone that speaks out of maturity. He can't really jump the gun.
I'm starting to get over, like...
These
ex-players, like, come on, like Paul
Scholes.
It's like players that we love, like
Roy Keane did it in the past.
The things you're saying, it's like we gotta start backing the team.
Are you
now.
against the club? What's going on
there? I'll get it up on the screen, but I don't know if you've seen it. I'll get it up on the screen so everyone can see. Ian Wright has responded to what
Gary Neville said.
And he's 100% spot on. 100% spot on. I'll get this up on the screen. I'm just going to play it for Rami.
Crazy. You know, Paul Pogba's tweet was obviously automated, sent by some management company. You can see it's a sponsored tweet. Listen, Mourinho's been sacked.
And it's a sad situation for him. His team's not been performing. I'm not going to say that Paul Pogba's been performing, but why is it everybody just roundly turning on Pogba now? You know, let's see what Pogba does, poor guy. He's got to start playing. He knows he's under pressure now to do what he's got to do. Man United fans, get behind your club, man. Gary Neville, you're not helping, man. Jeez, come on.
Spot on, bro. Spot on.
That's spot on. Now, that's exactly right. It is an automated tweet.
And Patrice Evra came out and said something as well. Yeah. Patrice Evra, and if I can read it real quickly, Patrice Evra, meanwhile, has called for the talk around Pogba and Mourinho to now cease, urging the club to focus on rebuilding and moving away from being a playground. So he tweeted, the thing that is annoying me the most right now is why are people so confused on Pogba and Mourinho? Let's focus on rebuilding something solid instead of being in a playground. Doing this is only disrespecting the badge. From now on, we only need positivity. Yeah. So, man, it's such... And I don't know why, everyone's not thinking the same. Why is Gary Neville jumping the gun like, yeah, he can go as well? Well, who are you?
It's like our own fans are going against Pogba. Like, hold on a minute. Before we jump the gun, have 2 seconds to just read. Have 2 seconds just to think about that Adidas Football has been tagged in that. Here to Create is the hashtag. We know that's the slogan for Adidas, Here to Create. And obviously, if you go look at Pogba's Instagram, the day before he was with Dybala filming the ad or whatever the shoot it was, you know what I mean?
And so all it was him looking into the camera.
We need to stop.
I'm sure Borchi will put it up on the screen.
I'll get it up.
It's just rubbish, man.
But us as fans, we need to do a job to back the team. Yeah, no matter this whole.
I wish we were Manchester, man. I wish we were Manchester.
We do need to back the team, but like we said, yeah. Look, Mourinho. I think it was time that he departed the club, especially when he started going with the players. He got a bit toxic, calling Pogba a virus in front of the change room like that. How you gonna you're destroying someone's confidence? How do you expect players to play for you when you're slamming him in front of the team? Where he said the whole thing with the captain armband, then something about he posted on Instagram when they were at the game, but we lost the derby game. We lost in penalty shootouts in the Carabao Cup, and like you see in the training sessions with that when Pogba's rocked up to training, he's like told him to get out. Like that's you can't be like that. You know that's when.
Mourinho
and
had
you know how Pogba
Mourinho started losing. He started losing it. Yeah, especially against young boys. For a manager of Man United to celebrate in the way he celebrated against a young boys' victory, grabbing bottles, flipping it. Like I get it, yeah. And I think he kind of made a joke.
I still think that, yeah.
He wanted to get sacked and he was burning.
He was burning. I
like,
think
why didn't I get sacked?
I was going to get sacked in the morning.
I get it.
But you know what, as well, like Pogba, players like Pogba that he didn't rate, players like Martial that he didn't rate, how many times did they save his job? He should have been sacked at Newcastle.
Fellaini saved him how many times?
Yeah, but he should have been sacked after that Newcastle game. 2-0 down in 15 minutes. That's when he should have went. Sanchez comes off the bench and saves him after he's been hooked off for a couple
and
of
then
games.
Sanchez, anyway.
You know what I mean? But
look, put that aside. After the caretaker period finishes, who is a manager that you want to see enter as the permanent manager for you? It's a big question.
It is a big question. It's a hard one. They need to get it right. Like we said, this time they can't gamble on I don't know. See, it is difficult. It is difficult because
you know what? We'll throw some names. We can't say one name. We'll throw some names.
There was names that I spoke about.
Now I'll ask you one by one. Let me ask you one by one.
Let me say the candidates that were put in. One of them was Laurent Blanc.
As manager.
Yeah.
And what experience has he had as manager?
Well, he's won with PSG. He's won 3 titles with PSG.
He's managed
league,
France.
Yeah,
He's managed Bordeaux.
four leagues for I think PSG or one.
Yeah,
of them
for the French league.
I think one of them might have been for Bordeaux. I think he beat PSG to the race. But 2 French Cups, 2 French League Cups, 5 French Super Cups. So he has had experience. He was a former United player as well. I'm pretty sure he won the World Cup in '98 in the French squad.
Sure did.
I don't know. Look, maybe someone like him would be good. I'm not too sure. I don't know.
I don't know.
Depends what the board say. I haven't really seen too much about how his team's played, so I can't really make a.
I don't watch the French league.
I don't watch I haven't really watched any of his teams play, but Solskjaer was for the other one, Carrick as well. But they were for the 6-month takeover.
Yeah, that's done.
But the other 2. One of them is Zidane, and the other one is Pochettino.
Now we know what Zidane did at Real Madrid.
Yeah. So
now,
what do you think? Do you know off the top? Who would you like to come in? Who would you like to come in? Who would you think right now?
Look.
The two candidates that at the moment that if you look at Sportsbet they're probably up there is
Zidane and Pochettino.
Yeah, at the moment.
Zidane and Pochettino. Now Zidane proved himself at Real Madrid. He's a Real Madrid legend. He won the Champions League 3 years in a row. He won 4 in 5 years. That's ridiculous in itself, yeah? Is that enough to come across to United and be successful at United? I don't know, man. I think it takes someone that is going to be... that has a bit of experience, that will know what to do in the Premier League. Pochettino, yeah, he's a good manager. What does he want for Tottenham? What has Tottenham won in the last four seasons or so?
Yeah, look...
have they won a single thing?
This was my argument.
And no one can say their team isn't strong enough. They've got some of the best players in the Premier League in that team.
Look, these are my 2 arguments with both their managers, yeah? Zidane, yes, he's won 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Yes, he's available to bring in. The thing is...
He will attract some big names.
He will attract the big names.
Players want to play under Zidane. He's a legend.
The thing is, he won it with Real Madrid. He's going to come to United. He's going to have Ashley Young, Valencia, Smalling, Jones, Lingard, maybe to an extent. If you're looking at quality of players that he had at Real Madrid, if you want to compare him, you're looking at a squad like that. We don't know what he can do with a squad like that. You can't get rid of 7 players like we said and bring in 7 new players.
I read an article that said someone like Zidane could bring someone like Modric across to United. Something ridiculous like that. Look, we saw on the Ballon d'Or last season. So someone like Zidane...
How can he win? What my argument is, he had Bale, Isco, Ronaldo,
Modric.
Marcelo, Rafael,
Sergio Ramos.
Varane, all these players. And now your defense is gonna be Smalling
Young,
and Jones.
Smalling,
you know
Jones,
what I mean?
Lindelof.
My argument is, it's a good shout. Is he the right guy? Can he bring United to where they used to be?
Possibly can.
Now, my argument with Pochettino. Now, I was saying the same thing, that he hasn't won anything, right? But maybe that's a good excuse to keep him hungry. He hasn't won anything. Maybe bring someone like that in.
Who hasn't done terribly in the Premier League. He's actually done
he-
decent in the Premier League. And obviously Tottenham fans love him. Players love him. The Tottenham fans love him. Him at United will be interesting. Now,
I know he hasn't won anything, and that was my big argument. But what's he won? Maybe if he comes into United, he knows what kind of role it is, and maybe he's going to be even hungrier to win. Remember, he has no budget. He got 0 plays this season, and he's sitting third. He got in the Champions League groups. Inter Milan and Barcelona, they were already
drew against Barca.
They're planning to be in the Europa League. Everyone expected them to get knocked out, and they've gone through again. Last season, the same thing with Dortmund. I think Madrid, they gone through again. So with the players that we have at United and with a budget, can Pochettino do something?
I think he could possibly.
He might get United there, and also a good thing as well. He likes to bring in the youth players. He plays attacking football, and he likes to bring in the youth players. That's two. That's what I was going to say. Here in my mind, two ticks there for the United fans. But they have to make the right decision. They can't. And
They got to really sit on this one.
And this is why they've made a good decision to bring in someone like Solskjaer and wait 6 months, or in a 6-month period, to decide, to sit down, maybe bring in a director of football in, and make a decision on who the next Manchester United.
Here's another question for you. Now, they're the two options. Let's say Solskjaer makes top 4, makes it to the final 4 in the Champions League. Does Solskjaer deserve the permanent role?
I don't think so. I don't think so. To be honest, they brought in someone like Solskjaer because he knows that he's only here for 6 months.
Temporary.
He's not someone that's going to be like, no, hold on, I won the Champions League, I deserve to be here.
He's looking for the club.
I don't think it's like that.
He could possibly join the coaching staff afterwards.
He could. Yeah, he could. But I don't think, even if he does well, I don't think, for even a miracle that he wins the Premier League, I don't think he will still be a manager, because I don't think.
He's not the man.
I think has he got the bottle to control all the players? I
think he's too soft. He looks like someone that's soft, you know.
But you don't know. I don't.
Assassin.
They need to pick the right guy. They can't just jump. He's Solskjaer, and just because he's done well doesn't mean he's gonna do well. Because we've seen that with who's Di Matteo at Chelsea, comes in, wins Champions League, and then what happened after that? He won the double, and then he.
Yeah, but that was because of the whole Torres drama. He didn't play Torres.
Yeah.
But the good thing about Zidane, going back to Zidane, the good thing about Zidane, a lot of these youth would have grown up. A lot of people our age. For me, growing up, Zidane was one of my favourite players
he's probably
ever.
one of my, best players.
Top 3 I've ever watched in my life. That's me, yeah? Players are going to die to play under Zidane. And I think the same happened at Real Madrid, hence why they did it, yeah? So he'd be a great option. Pochettino would be great because in the Premier League. Besides those two, if it wasn't those two as the 2 favoured ones, who else would you like to see that's right now in the football world as a manager? Simeone?
Yeah,
Too defensive?
He's not too defensive, but he's a defensive manager, and I think everyone's crying out for attacking football, and they're gonna bring someone like Simeone in that he's gonna play that defensive style, and I don't think we have the players to do that. If the only way I see us playing with a 3 in the back, with wing backs, we need to have the right players.
Oh, we're gonna have absolute monsters there.
But I don't know who was what was that guy from Monaco?
Well,
I forgot his name. I don't know. It's hard, man. It's hard. I don't know who's available. Who do we bring in?
Allegri from Juventus. That's another one.
Allegri
from Juventus is another one. Diego Simeone is 20-1. Antonio Conte is a funny one, man. I don't want him in there.
That's gonna just as bad as Mourinho.
Laurent Blanc is listed. Leonardo Jardim from Monaco.
Yeah. Sorry, Jardim. Yes. So he was rumoured to go to Arsenal as well last season. So he's done well. He's had Martial at the club. He knows how the young players work. He's How many young players has he brought in? The only reason he got sacked was all of his best players left. Martial, you got your Fabinho's, your Bernardo Silva,
All left,
Mbappe. You had what's his name? James Rodriguez.
They all
Falcao left, and then ended up he's back again. But he had all these players that were there and then left. And
All
of
players,
course, he had no
at
players. That's why he got sacked. But maybe that's a shout. But I don't think they're gonna go for him. I do think it could be between Zidane and Pochettino. I think. But the thing is with Pochettino, Mourinho now has got his $20 million payout. Pochettino has signed a new contract with Tottenham.
So the payout figure for that
40
contract
million,
would be that's there
40
you go.
million.
That's 60
That's
million
60 million just on
just to
replacing
pay him
the
out and
manager.
manager. So that's
Big money.
I think. Look, I think personally, I reckon Zidane will be appointed. Am I excited by Zidane being on the sideline? Of course, man. I'm not going to say I'm not excited if it happened. Do I think he's the man for the job necessarily? Not 100%.
It's hard. It's really hard because
We'll see.
Get a spot on.
But it's exciting. But if you had to
Pochettino-
ask me who I think will be the manager, I think it's going to be Zidane.
I don't know. This morning they asked Pochettino about the job and he said no comment. So I don't know.
Yeah, but come on, man. As if you say no to United role. I know it's a tough role. It could put you under the spotlight. It could ruin your career in a small way, in some potential way. Right now in this fragile
But
state.
you know what? I don't think Pochettino has got that profile where, like Zidane. Oh, you won 3 Champions Leagues. Now go because like I was saying, we needed someone that's gonna win trophies, someone that knows how to win, like we had with Mourinho and Van Gaal. They've won it all. Them two, our last
I
two
don't want
managers.
that. I want someone that hasn't won it.
Our last two managers
Pochettino
have
will
won
do
it
that.
all.
Pochettino will do that.
Mourinho's won Champions League, any domestic cup and the leagues in the Premier League as well. So has Van Gaal. Van Gaal has won a Bundesliga. He's won Champions Leagues. He's won.
Yeah.
He's done well with the Netherlands as well. But they come to United and they failed. So maybe someone like Pochettino who's won nothing. Yes, I know. And I was saying that what's he won?
Yeah, but you know what? Maybe that's a good thing.
Like he said, he might be even hungrier now with the players.
This
with
is my
budget.
chance to win something.
But
I've sat back and watched Premier League football and I've versed it and I've never won it. Now it's time, yeah? Look, I think we've got to wrap this up soon.
Yeah, look, that's Jose's gone. Jose's gone. New times ahead now at Manchester United.
I wanted it to happen, man. As sad as it is, I wanted it to happen. I've been dying for it to happen, man.
We got to see now.
You didn't want it to happen necessarily. The last video,
I didn't want it to happen for the
prestige of the club.
Yeah, that's right. But
times have changed. 26 years of Ferguson has gone.
We said that they can't give him the January transfer window, and I think Ed Woodward. I think he ended up getting in contact with him on the phone. So you got Mourinho sacked, man. I don't know, but guys, if anything comes out of this, we'll make sure we keep you up to date. Hope you enjoyed this video.
Comment below
Give
who
us a
do you
comment.
think the next manager is, and what is your reaction for Mourinho being sacked? We'd like to know.
We're gonna say that the happy Liverpool, Arsenal fans. And
Liverpool fans are already saying he got sacked because of us. Like, relax, bro. One game gets him sacked. Breathe.
Hey, what's Klopp won?
Breathe.
What's Klopp won?
Klopp's won 0 trophies since he started, and Mourinho won 3 trophies.
How much?
3
for me, 0 for
them.
them. Guys, thanks again for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Let's see if we can hit 300 subscribers by the end of the year. So you only got like 2 weeks.
Our last video is hilarious, man.
Yeah, make sure you go check that out. Yeah, it's a bit of a rant.
United Liverpool is fun.
Didn't want to swear, but
It's
there is a
MA15,
few colourful language there. But guys, it had to happen. Yeah. Once again, guys, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next week.